Welcome to the Paint to Prosper Masterclass series. And I wanted to show you all what happens after you enroll in Better Than Art School and just kind of give you like a brief walkthrough of what you can expect waiting for you on the other side. And also some Q&A. If you guys have questions about program, how do I sign up? How do I get help? Whatever the case is, get your questions ready. I'll be answering these questions now. If you've had a chance to attend the live calls that we've been doing this past few weeks, then welcome. It's been an amazing session, amazing series. If you haven't had a chance to catch the alumni interview that we did yesterday, I highly recommend you tune in. It was super inspiring, not just for a beginner artist, but even myself, who's been doing this for years now, to hear someone like Kara Gilmore have the amount of success that she was able to have in such a short time after the 8 weeks. I'm really, really excited. So definitely check that out. And I just wanted to thank you guys for spending the time tuning in, listening to the videos, doing the homework assignments, and just really getting a ton of value out of this free series that I've been able to offer this month. And for those of you guys who are moving forward with Better Than Art School, I know you're already celebrating inside of the group and we want to celebrate you here as well in the free group. And so you could expect some more posts with that. And in the meantime, I just wanted to show you guys what you can expect with Better Than Art School after you enroll. There's a lot that we offer in the 8-week system, and it goes by very, very fast. So we have a lot of different things that you can add on at the end if you decide to continue after 8 weeks. But most of our students are really, really happy. Just get everything they need in the 8 weeks, go in, do the homework assignments, get the coaching. And I'm going to show you guys how we deliver this to you because it's very robust. People will tell you that it is a lot. It is a lot. And the reason why it is so much is because, I wanted this to be a one-stop shop so that you can focus on growing your business when you're done and less time figuring out how do I paint, how do I do this? And we offer a lot of bonuses as well. So let me show you guys exactly what you can expect after you enroll in Better Than Art School. Okay, so let me make sure I can find this. All right, so if there's one thing that I think we can have a huge takeaway with is that our art is the missing link. And it's just amazing to know that because it's really frustrating when you think that maybe there is a secret formula, there's a special website that you need to have, or you need to get this type of hashtag, or you need to talk to this coach, or you need to do that. It really comes down to your art. And you can see, if you guys had a chance to tune into the financials talk with Parker Stevenson, who's not an artist, right? But he's a former musician, still musician, creative, and he collects art as well. And, just even his insights about having a context for your work, having that confidence and really having the knowledge to articulate your style and just go in, do what you're best at, being in your zone of genius, and then flipping that for a profit, right? Flipping our paintings for thousands of dollars, for $800, $1,500, $2,000, really the sky's the limit. And so what I like about what we've been able to cultivate inside of this curriculum is that it really is not about fussy details or being perfect. It is about embracing our imperfections and painting from our hearts, painting from our souls. This is something that has been a huge eye-opener for me and my journey as an artist. If you would have told me a few years ago that, my work would be in high demand, I would have never known. A lot of us were told that, being an artist, how do you make money? Being an artist, you're going to starve. Oh, there's no way that you could do this. And now we're hearing graduates and seeing so many examples in social media and people that have been able to pay themselves a salary, take care of their families, and run thriving, successful businesses just by doing what you see behind me. Not the style, but just by doing exactly that, just by painting. And painting work that is vivacious and upbeat and uplifting and just communicate something for today's modern art buyer. Whether you're using bright colors, whether you're using neutrals, muted tones, right? It really comes down to your values, your composition, how you express yourself, and increasing the value of your paintings. And so that is really what the curriculum is designed to do. And I'm so thrilled that after all these years, it has paid off tremendously for our students. And so I wanted to show you guys what you can expect after you decide to enroll. So this is where we host the Better Than Art School curriculum. Everything is provided inside of Teachable. So mine is grayed out because it just shows that it's already complete. But you can see here kind of like a sneak preview. We have the start here, how to access the Facebook group, customer service, the colors that I recommend, my art store that I recommend my students purchase their materials from. They have an online shop as well. And then we dive into week 1. So you get access to week 1 the second you enroll, and students are already in the Facebook group just saying that this first assignment is already so enlightening, because it really is about isolating your influences and figuring out how you can create work that has a context and also what's going to be your secret formula. So the homework assignment from day 3 is really what we build on and expand on in week 1. Also, the students have access to the course required reading and also my money mindset, my playlist that I use to reprogram my subconscious mind and just basically create a life of abundance using the art that I have and using my business. Week 2 is about color mastery. And I know a lot of you guys were curious about the week 2 section, right? Like, how do I boost my colors? How do I activate my color palette in a way that expresses vibrancy, in a way that suits the current art market? And so this is huge, the work and the assignments in week 2. A lot of students go through week 2 and just get tremendous breakthroughs. And there's also tutorials and bonus paintings and things like that. So we talk about Prussian blue and different, kind of secrets really to my painting success and other artist success that I've observed in the market after studying this for years. Now, if you guys don't know already, we spend 2 weeks on composition alone. And the reason why I spend such a long time with composition with our students is because I can give you all the color tricks in the world, but guys, if you don't know how to put them together, your paintings will still come out terrible. So we spend a lot of time on composition, and I'm just so grateful that this information, is organized in a way where students can access this at any point of the day, whether I'm there or not, at any time, any, lifetime access as well, because you're going to want to come back to this week, explaining focal points, moving through tips for how you can actually review popular abstracts. So one of the things that's really, really cool about the program is that not only will you learn like kind of how I think as an artist, but with myself and the other coaches, we break down some of your favorite abstract artists that you see on Instagram that are highly successful. And we talk about what is going on in their composition that makes their painting so attractive to buyers. This is huge, okay? Week 4, we move into my 3 R's, rhyme, rhythm, and repetition. This is a concept that I came up with, on my own, and it has helped me tremendously with moving past those boring paintings, especially when it comes to abstract, that feel like it has no type of movement. And I just came up with this system and it has proved really well, and it kind of stays in your head. So you can look forward to that. Also, we talk about lifting the color, another tip that I use to push my composition even further. So again, weeks 3 and 4 is about composition. Week 5, you can expect creating depth in your painting. This mark making week is huge. A lot of students have tremendous breakthroughs even with this as well, because you're kind of like taking everything that you just learned in weeks 1, where you're kind of deciding your style, finding your voice, the color mastery, weeks 2, 3, and 4. And now you're actually putting them into play, putting them into use, using different templates that I've observed in the artist market that work really well in abstract expressionism, not just my work. So that's what you can expect in week 5. And then we also talk about how to build depth in your paintings by further building on transparency, opacity, glazing as well. Week 6, we build further into composition and talking about how to make your acrylics look like oils. Now, this is huge. A lot of people want access to making your acrylics look vibrant, and it really comes down to this system that I've been able to cultivate. And I give this to you guys in week 6 so that you can have different materials, expand your understanding of shapes and brushwork, and really start to elevate your work. Week 7, we go into styles of abstraction again. finishing your painting, defining your voice as an artist, and just moving through further analysis, getting deeper into what you just built on. Week 8 is how to complete your painting. So we talk about titling your work, which is, believe it or not, really important to how effective you're able to sell your art online, signing your art, varnishing and packaging your work, pricing your art, and yes, so that's what you could expect in week 8. And then last but not least, one of the things that has happened, and I know Kara just mentioned this on the call yesterday, right? So after you're done with the 8 weeks, I have this evaluation process that I use, okay? So the evaluation process is like this checklist that you can use for all of your paintings to make sure that you're not overworking yourself, that you're not overthinking and just, trying to reinvent the wheel, but okay, you know what? I actually can stop here. I don't have to just keep going. I have a roadmap now. I know how to evaluate my work and figure out exactly what's effective and what's not. So that's what Kara was referring to when she said she still logs back into week 8 and reviews this checklist so that she knows how to evaluate her paintings and to spend more time putting them online and selling her work instead of fussing about if it's done or not. Okay, so I went through that pretty fast, but this is what you can expect inside of Teachable. So this is what our students have lifetime access to. When you enroll in Better Than Art School, we add more. I'm always updating things in here, adding different lessons and things like that, but you have lifetime access to this. So this means no matter what happens, if I move to Mars, whatever the case is, like you have access to this forever. And it's, as you can see, really, really helpful to revisit this material again and again. So that's yours to keep. But we also have a bonus curriculum, a bonus section as well, just to help you organize all of the other goodies that we have. So I'm going to show you guys what happens with the live coaching calls. And this is the replay library. So I'm just going to pull this up. Now the replay library is like gold. I'm really, really happy that we saved all of the replays dating back to 2018 when we first started Better Than Art School. And there's just so much valuable coaching that takes place here. A lot of live recordings of me painting in ways I've never painted before on video. You also have lifetime access to this. And so this means that, let's say someone joins Better Than Art School tomorrow, and not only are they getting future coaching calls, but all of the previous calls, like that FOMO feeling of like, man, I wonder what was going on in December. Like you guys have access to all these calls with myself and also the calls that have taken place with the other coaches. So I'm going to show you guys what the other coaches are doing and why I decided to hire them and support our students so that they get even more value in the 8 weeks. Okay, so that's what you can expect with the replay library, how to access the 8-week Facebook group. After the 8 weeks, you have the bonus marketing alumni group, the biz and marketing alumni group. So I'm going to explain a little bit more about what you can expect with that. And then we have some bonuses that I pulled together as well. So for those of you guys who may have been following me online for years, I never planned on teaching artists. This was not something that I knew I would be doing when I started 7 years ago. I was just focusing on how to make money doing what I love. And when I hit 6 figures selling my work, that's when things really blew my mind. And I started getting licensing contracts. I started getting more commissions and my business just really skyrocketed. And I decided to start offering more free trainings and coaching and things like that for artists. I think since 2015, that's when I first started. So I decided to package all this together in this section here where you can have access to website training, selling your art online, email marketing. These are just really, really helpful trainings on branding and putting together your website. So again, you can spend more time doing what you love and less time figuring out if I need to spend $5,000 on a website. Spoiler alert, you don't. Then we have our guest experts with painting seminars. We've had Encaustic so far with Heather Kirtland, a Florals lesson with Roxanne Steed. We also have an upcoming guest lecture on landscapes, which I'll show you guys really soon. And I'm really excited about these guest seminars because just like you, I love to try new things. And so what I like to do is find teachers outside of Better Than Art School that want to come in and teach us for a couple hours. And then we just talk about painting and see their process. So that's always really insightful. Okay, so let me show you guys the Facebook group where all the action takes place. So I know a lot of you guys are curious, like what takes place inside of the Facebook group? What is it like? So you can see here, these are our coaches. So it's myself, Sarah Guthrie, Anna Christina, and I'm gonna explain to you what these women do in addition to Jessica Singerman. So inside of the Facebook group, this is where you will be posting your homework assignments. So the homework assignments are designed to unlock certain aspects of your consciousness and your painting practice so that this becomes second nature. So if you recall the interview that I did yesterday, Kara was saying how a lot of her painting now is intuitive, but it happened during the 8 weeks. So the assignments are designed in a way so that you can kind of get just these bite-sized practical action steps that you can place inside of your paintings and that you can move through these 8 weeks so that you unlock your color mastery, you unlock your composition in a really, really strategic way. So we have some new artists that are moving through just week 1, but I also wanted to show you guys this. So this is something that we added a few months ago, and it's been really, really effective for making sure that you can submit a painting. Now, I'll be talking more about this on Monday on our welcome call, but you know, getting feedback for our work is a process, right? This is where you're kind of digesting the emotional vibration of the paintings, just so much that goes into the work. And so what we've been able to do is allow students to submit a painting, and most of the time you'll receive a written response, but we also provide like video Loom recordings where you can get feedback on your work as well. And so it's just a really, really effective way for you to move past any overwhelm, move past any things that you may get stuck with, and just unlock your paintings even further. So a lot happens in the Facebook group, as you can see. There's a lot of action here. This is where most of the breakthroughs and things take place. It's really, really exciting. We spent a lot of time here. Students are already sharing, just their week 1 discoveries about isolating your influences and figuring out what it is that you're attracted to as a painter. As you can see here, this simple exercise is so revealing. So I will show you guys exactly what I do to never run out of painting ideas, and you get this in week 1. Having this moment of clarity is very, very important so that you can make your work look different than what you see. And I know a lot of people feel like, okay, the art market is so saturated. Yeah, it's going to be saturated if you don't know how to steal like an artist and make it your own. Okay, so there's room enough for all of us. You just have to be aware and smart and savvy. So I teach you guys how to do that in week 1. So once you're enrolled in Better Than Art School, let's say you're in the Facebook group, right? What you want to do is click this events tab, and you can see the calendar of events that we have taking place every single month for any enrolled student in the 8 weeks. So just for an example, let's say we were to go to, let's say September. So September, we have mindset and business. So this call takes place twice a month. Guys, twice a month, you get a coaching call where one is divided into mindset. The next one is business. And what takes place on the business coaching calls are really, really great, because even though Better Than Art School is not a business program, a lot of people start selling their work during the 8 weeks. And so we wanted to get you guys early with the questions on packaging, shipping, pricing, and all that. So I decided, hey, let's just add more coaching calls for this. So that's what we do. But mindset is also important too, because it's an emotional ride. It's a lot of things. So Coach Sarah, we'll be spending more time with her in the upcoming weeks, introducing our coaches. She's an amazing guide, guys. Like, she's brilliant. We also have Anna Christina. She is amazing. This is like her insights on how to move past your paintings. If you guys are stuck with your paintings, I cannot say enough about her coaching calls. She spends so much time. So what you will receive, right? So let's say you sign up and then you have a painting every single week you're making maybe 3 or 4 paintings or something, or even just one painting, you can bring this painting to a coaching call and get feedback from your students, from your classmates, and also from Anna Christina. And it's kind of like a mastermind, you know? And remember when I showed you guys the replay library, we've been doing this for years. And so having this like Q&A and talking and just going deeper into your painting process is so cool. So we have the mindset, which is kind of like your mental health, your wellness as an artist, and just imposter syndrome, all these things. Let's be honest, like artists, we're a sensitive bunch, right? So you have that call. Then you have the business practical stuff like taxes, selling your work, websites, branding, Instagram, right? And then you have 2 office hours calls with Anna Christina. These calls are hosted on Saturdays usually. And then I have my monthly painting session. So this is where I get to crack open my studio and paint right there with you and ask questions, answer questions with you guys. These sessions are so much fun. And in fact, we have a guest, if I can find that. We have a guest section. We have a guest class as part of our bonus segment with Jessica Singerman. So all Better Than Art School students, alumni, and current students will get access to this. So this is going to take place next Thursday. I'm really excited, or next Friday, actually, next Friday with myself and Jessica Singerman. So Jessica Singerman, she does really, really cool work, but she's going to be showing us her methodology with landscaping and taking things from photographs, covering how to make thumbnail sketches, color palette, and also how to paint over your acrylics with oils and like just juicing it up even more. So I'm looking forward to this class because this is something that I've been looking forward to doing, making my work even more mixed media. So that's what's taking place next Friday. And yeah, that pretty much covers what you can expect in terms of when you join Better Than Art School. And last but not least, one of our bonuses for students that purchase within a certain time is that they get access to the alumni group. So the alumni group is a bonus that we provide so that you can get support and share your wins around your paintings, but also marketing and business. So you'll see a lot of questions around selling your work, around galleries, just anything that you want to kind of, build on in terms of your business. But at the same time, there's a huge community as well. So artists are usually making friends through the 8 weeks and they build on that. So you don't lose touch with the people you go through the 8 weeks with after, and you can share your wins and things like that. So it's a really great place to kind of work through everything that you've just learned in the 8 weeks, since it does go by. I won't say it goes by fast for everyone, but it's intense, you know? And so I like to have this alumni group available so that I can keep up with the things that you guys are developing in your work. And as you continue to process through your style and work through any blocks that you may be having. So it's a great place to mix and mingle and get any help that you need and just share any questions that you may have. So speaking of questions, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and just see if we have any questions now. So if you guys have any questions about Better Than Art School, definitely type it in the chat, or in the meantime, you can reach out and email us at hello@amirrahim.com if you have any questions about the resources that we offer, where to find the roadmap, where to find the supply list and things like that. And I just wanted to also answer some questions that have come through in the past few days. So one question we just got was, for instance, do we need to have a lot of materials to start the program? So week 1, the first few assignments don't even involve painting, even though it's helping you distill your style as a painter. And week 2 is about your color mastery. And so one of the things that I always recommend is use what you have, right? So you don't need to go out and buy a whole bunch of materials. artists, we are known for being resourceful, right? We will make a resource or a paint tool out of anything. So you don't have to buy a bunch of materials in order to start Better Than Art School. I recommend using what you have. And that also includes oil paints. So some students want to know, do I have to paint in acrylics? Do I have to be an abstract artist? The answer is no. If you have any desire to increase the value of your work so that you can make more money doing what you love, then this is the program for you. And the way that we do that is with expressive painting, right? So it's really up to you, the materials that you want to use. Obviously, I'm biased with acrylics. I started out as an oil painter, but I've used a ton of different media in my years of experience, but I use acrylics now because I'm able to paint more quickly and make decisions about my paintings more quickly. Someone said, is there a time limit on the material after it's been purchased? So I'm just going through questions that I've received over the past few days. There is no time limit, right? So you have lifetime access to everything that you've just seen inside of Teachable, all the replays, future replays, which is great. So you get lifetime access to the modules and the homework assignments. Another question is, let me see. Are the live sessions recorded? Yes, all of the sessions are recorded, so you do have access to that if you want to attend it live for a few minutes, or if you can't make the time for whatever reason, then you still will have access to the recording. Okay, if you guys have any questions watching this video, definitely let me know. Someone asked, what is the best mark making tool when trying to sell your artwork? My favorite tool is brushes and just my two hands. So obviously you can use a lot of different tools like credit cards, spatulas and all that, but I really stress using brushes and being painterly in the work that we create. So that's the method that I've seen work most effectively for making profitable paintings. All right, so it looks like that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough and preview. I've never done this before, so this is really cool that I'm able to show you guys this. And I'm just really glad that this was a really fun learning experience, great way for all of us to get outside of our comfort zones. And I've gotten so much inspiration. I hope you have too, just from listening to the different guests that we've had. It's just, yeah, I'm just fired up, ready to paint. So I'll talk to you inside the Facebook group. If you have any questions at all, you can send us an email to hello@amirrahim.com or visit my website at www.amirrahim.com. And that concludes our Paint to Prosper Masterclass series, but we're just getting started, as you can already see. So definitely get in touch with us if you have any questions or if you want to speak with someone over the phone. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you soon and have a great day.